Welcome to Barefoot Exteriors. Today we're going to be making a screen. I don't know if some of y'all might stay in apartment complexes and they have no screen doors, so you have to, how are you going to enjoy the summer without, having some fresh air and things of that sort? So to make a homemade screen door, we're going to need some tulle, 6 20 by 20 approximate sizes shields. These are actually from like lawn chairs and things like that. You can usually find them in like scrap places or something like that. And some tweed and also a yarn needle. And of course you would need a measuring tape. So you need to get all that and then come back to me and we'll start. Okay, so here we are at the first step. As you can see, I measured the lengthwise of my door. Mine's happened to be 83 inches. And I just laid the tape measure down. And then I used all 6 of the covers I had. And I spaced mine out in set of 2s and rows of 3. And just going to have the sheer in the middle. It depends on how much air you want in and things of that nature for, your design. Next we will be laying the first we're going to tack these in place, and then we're going to lay the tulle. We are going to go inside to the sewing machine, but it's important to tack it in place first before you take it inside for measurements won't be off. Also, don't forget to measure your door the width-wise to know how far to space it out, because you really don't want a lot of cracks in the side. I mean, air is going to get through because it's just a simple screen door, but you can try to minimize it as much as possible. Now we're going to be using a yarn needle. As you can see, the yarn needle has a very large eye in the seam of it, in the middle of it, which makes threading the twine and hence its name yarn very easy because the eye is so big on the needle. So just thread it, simply like that. You can do it to the length you want. I'm just going to do a small, maybe 3 or 4 inches, just to make a tie as I tack it down. Okay, well here's my first tack, as you can see right here. And I chose just to loop mine through the underway and just tie it on the back like so. I could probably trim this down some more with those scissors. Let me go ahead and do that now. It makes that a little smoother, but I just wanted to go with twine just because it's rustic, it's outdoor, it's different and things like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish these up, and you all get back at me and I'll show you almost the completed project. As you see, we are well along into our project. We have tacked together the 6 mesh pieces, and now as you see, I have laid the tulle down. I kind of put the pieces in, I sandwiched the pieces in between 2 layers of tulle. It's really a fine grain tulle to allow for it's more like screen, more so than like really the open holes for like big tulle for like skirts. But as you see, now I'm going through and I'm connecting the tulle to the mesh carpets, and I'm just simply tying them in the same fashion that I did the first ones when I connected them originally. So we're going to go down the length of this and connect that, and then we'll be ready to hang it. And okay, we're about ready for our next step. This is a spring rod. And we're just going to put this spring rod through here like so. Of course, after we extend it, we're going to more so be putting it between the tulle and the mats, because I think the placing that's already there for the mats may be a little too small to insert this spring rod. So this is the last step. Well, it's almost the last step. We're going to put this in and then we're ready to hang it, and hopefully our measurements came out right and all that good stuff. So this is your finished screen. Hello, it's me again. The following you just saw was something I did last summer. I decided to make a screen door for my apartment because I had no screen door and I needed to let light not only into my apartment but into my life and into my mind. It kind of goes with the video I just posted a few minutes ago about being depressed and stuff. You know, open the windows, open the doors, get out, get fresh air. It really does help. People just don't say it. It really is true. Especially with sickle cell, you should get out, you know, and stretch your bones, you know, and just, you know, just get the circulation going. Just don't fall sedentary to the disease. As you saw, it was called Barefoot Exteriors. I don't know where that name came from. I kind of like coming up with quirky names, hence Sickle Celebration, AMP, things like that. All to me perfect, whatever. But this was an episode of Barefoot Exteriors. There might be more to come, maybe not, but who knows? I'm spontaneous like that. It also was my first hand at editing, and so it's going to be a little, you know, splotty and choppy, but it was my very, very, very first time editing some of my own footage. So I'm excited and proud of myself for that, because I will tell you I am not a techie by any means of the terms. But, you know, in today's time, you just have to root with a pig or die. But anyway, enjoy that episode of Barefoot Exteriors. There may be more to come. Forgive me for my amateur editing skills, but you know, practice is going to make perfect. And as always, live with sickle cell. Don't let sickle cell live with you.